I want to big up my makeup artist, Tibby, who's probably in there breastfeeding right now in the makeup room, waiting on her next person, pumping out her milk through her breast pump. I love it. I love it. Big up all the mothers this morning, breastfeeding, all the moms pumping milk all day. I just have to say I'm a pro breastfeeding mom. Breastfeed for at least 12 months if you can. 10 months minimum if you can. They say 6 months. Now, this is a very important interview for me, and I don't never understand the importance of having a gym, a daycare, or a lactation room here at TVJ, but I'm advocating for it. Do you have one at your workplace? If not, there are ways to improve the moral and productivity of your staff members by having one. Now, Membership Services Committee member at the Human Resources Association of Jamaica, Melissa Anderson, helps us explore the benefits of an inclusive workplace. Why are you laughing?
Richard was talking.
What did he say? What was so funny?
I'm a virgin.
You see you?
Good morning.
Morning, Mel.
Good morning, Empress and Neville.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, tell us how you're really leading the way. Walk us through the projects and the activities and the support for moms.
Right. So the Human Resource Management Association of Jamaica is about looking at human resource training development in Jamaica. And one of the things we do with our members is to look at the employee needs, constantly evaluate it, and then respond positively by implementing programs. Wellness or work-life balance is an important agenda for us because, as you explained, there are a lot of women who are returning to work. They have to breastfeed. You know, we have children that we have to care for, so we have to put programs and facilities in place that support the needs of both. I don't want to exclude men because there are men who are fathering. So we need to make sure we have facilities that promote that family life balance as well as the work needs and demands.
Yes. So what would that look like? Tell us what's in place already in different institutions.
A lot of organizations are stepping up by actually putting in gyms or having trainers come in, designing wellness programs. So you're looking at a comprehensive program that looks at diet, exercise, ergonomics, you know, breakout sessions that talk about practical life issues that will help people, you know, promote better health. And of course, they're actually building facilities. Nestle, which is one of the articles that was recently published, actually has a lactation room, which is good because that means moms, as you said, it's dear to your heart. So as you return to work, you still have that need to nourish your newborn. You'll be making milk naturally, so the woman will be, her breast will be engorged, and it actually becomes uncomfortable. So it's a positive response by Nestle and other employers to create a hygienic and convenient room for mothers to express that milk.
Is this, go back to the gym and the lactation room, is this a during break, after work hours thing? You're not suggesting that we just say, you know, say, we just feel like we want to do some skipping and I just get up and leave my desk and go skip?
That'd be cool.
Well, actually, yes, because the body
actually,
demands...
yes, what?
Yes, it does. It requires that the woman can excuse herself when the need arises. It's a natural physical flow. The milk comes from the breast, so she will have to excuse herself. Otherwise, we can combat with issues of leakage, and that's uncomfortable for a woman.
Let me play devil's advocate. I run a business. Empress is working for me. She has a deadline.
Yes.
And she gets up in the middle of what she's supposed to be doing and go to breastfeed her child. Wouldn't that be an issue with the employer?
It could, except we would expect that Empress is mindful of the objectives, and every employee who is behind the agenda of the company will not abuse it. You're looking at situations where employees can abuse it, and we're not thinking employees will do that. It's a privilege and a benefit given to them to respond to a natural need they have, which is to express the milk.
And let me continue being the devil's advocate.
Yes.
And I said, but Empress, I give you 4 months off for your... What do you call it? The
maternity leave.
Right.
Why do I still have to give you 2 hours in the day when you get 4 months off?
Because she has a child that's going to need her 24 hours a day, but she's returning to work to meet your business objectives. So respond in a supportive way so that she can be both mother and great employee.
If the staff is unhappy, productivity doesn't
fall.
No, I accept that, you know, but if I am unhappy as the employer because Empress is not doing what she's supposed to do, then that would be an issue to me. I'm not suggesting that I wouldn't allow her to do it, but would that there be specific times for this and stuff? Or again, you don't want people to
maybe for gym, maybe different.
Yes, but not for the lactation. Yes, that's not something that you can necessarily schedule. And again, we have to look at it in a broader, more aggregate way. This is about national health almost, because young generation, they need to be nourished by mothers. Mothers have to be active in the workplace. We've been fighting for women's rights and equality, but we have to create programs that support a woman's role in the organization while she mothers. Because we're multifaceted as women, right, Empress? We do it it all.
Listen, I carried my baby everywhere for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and no matter where I was, I popped out my healthy, engorged breast and fed my baby anytime.
And then you have some companies who would have homework centers,
correct,
gyms
and daycare facilities. And of course, you know, it's important because you can, as a mother, and I'm a mother as well, when you have a child, you get distracted wondering if they're taken care of. You know, it can actually detract from productivity at work. So you want to create these facilities so that a parent can pop in, check on the child, make sure they're doing homework, and even thinking about homework. Let's look at traffic situations now. You're leaving work as a mother. You have to take your child home, face the traffic for an hour and a half, depending on the distance you live, make dinner, then do homework. Employers need to respond, create the facility so that persons can think about the care of their child in a holistic way, and the provisions are there, and they can stay mentally focused.
And to be fair, you did say fathers also.
Fathers as well, yes. We do not want to exclude the men.
I mean, to me, it's great. I'm just thinking that an employer could be a little bit annoyed if you know,
I think
to me it's fantastic.
It depends. I think it depends when you look into it. Because to be honest, I can tell you, when I ran a boutique, and I had staff members who told me they were late because of children and this, my baby's sick. It was frustrating. Until I became a mother.
Right.
And then I was more sympathetic. More, you know, I said, oh, okay, I kind of get it now. And so therefore you put provisions in place. It doesn't annoy you as much as long as you said the staff member understands what they're supposed to do.
And my producer made a good point, because she was suggesting that if the employer puts all these things in place, then they would understand that you're going to lose Empress for probably 20 minutes every 3 hours or something.
You as an employer will see higher rates of productivity, because employees will be more engaged, you'll have higher rates of job satisfaction and less absenteeism, call-ins that I'm running late or I'm sick because the child is ill. If the daycare facility is there, that parent won't have to stay home. They can bring the child to the daycare facility.
And added cost, though.
Yes, so you are going to see increased rates of productivity. This is good for business.
You mentioned Nestle, and we read that. How many other companies, you don't have to name them, but about how many other companies you think would be...
There are quite a few forward-thinking companies. I know perhaps JMB has daycare facilities. I'm not sure how many have the lactation rooms, but that was a very bold and forward-thinking step of Nestle, recognizing the needs of women in the workforce. And I know that they have their gyms as well. So a lot of companies are moving in this direction, creating facilities and programs that foster well-being. Employee well-being is very important.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming.
And kiss up your children for us.
My son,
your one
who
son,
asked me to give a shout-out.
What's his name?
His name is Jaimon. So hi,
Jaimon?
Jai. Yes, D-J-I-M-O-N. It's a Yoruba name.
D-J-I-M-O-N. Jaimon.
So the D is silent.
So when you just leave it out if it's silent?
No, because it's so it's spelled. And it's a Yoruba name, and it means powerful blood. So hi, son.
Powerful
blood. Hey,
Jaimon. Love it.
But when I see it, I don't say, Jaimon, how are you? And I mash up the man name.
And he's used to that.
Membership Services Committee member at the Human Resources Management Association of Jamaica, Melissa Anderson.
Yes.
Once again.
Can I plug our conference? Conference 38 is coming up for the Human Resource Management Association of Jamaica. It's November 14th to 16th. Our theme this year is the Agile Enterprise, powered by bold and innovative teams. Please come out. It's for everybody who has an interest in HR. If you're a practicing HR practitioner, it's for you.